لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The first 6 days in Dhul Hijjah. The series is winding up, winding down, and we are disseminating information that we believe that you have been able to, take tips from as we bring you the program from the table of Ames Media Company Limited. We are reaching you from the studios of Ames Media Company Limited. Today is day 7. Wow. We are winding down, like I said. Today we shall take a look at one of that aspects of the magnanimity of Almighty Allah to make us stay closer to Him. We're going to be discussing voluntary fasting today. Beyond Ramadan fast that we all know, make compulsory for all of us to partake in, there are other voluntary fasts that some people target tatawa. Let's take a breather. We'll be back shortly to continue the conversation in the studio.
Ìgbẹ̀yìn oṣù ọdún Islam tí a mọ̀ sí Dhul Hijjah, ọjọ́ mẹ́wàá àkọ́kọ́ yẹn jẹ́ ọjọ́ pàtàkì tó dáa jù láyé. Ọjọ́ mẹ́wàá àkọ́kọ́ wọn ni ọjọ́ pàtàkì tó dáa jù lọ́sàn-án ayé, tọ́lọ́run fẹ́ wa pé tó fẹ́ ṣàánú gbogbo ayé níbẹ̀, tó fẹ́ ká torí ẹ̀rí àánú gbà. Àwọn ìbádà tó wà ń bẹ̀ ni ká gba àwẹ̀ tí kìí ṣe ti túláàsì fẹ́ni tó bá lágbára àti gbà á. Ká gba àwẹ̀ yẹn ìjọ́ mẹ́sàn-án yẹn pàtàkì gan, ọjọ́ àràfá fẹ́ni tó bá lóore ọ̀fẹ́ láti gbà á. Ó dá kí gbogbo mùsùlùmí gbà á láti fi ráforíjì àtàánú lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba tó dá wa, kí ayé tá a wà ń bẹ̀ ilé ìjà sí rọrùn láti máa gbé jù báyìí lọ. Ìjọ́ àràfá yẹn ṣe pàtàkì, ó dà gẹ́gẹ́ bí òru Laylatul Qadri ni. Bí ọjọ́ mẹ́wàá gbẹ̀yìn Ramadan ṣe jẹ́ òru ọjọ́ tó dáa jù láyé, tọ́lọ́run fi Laylatul Qadri síbẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe ọ̀sán ọjọ́ mẹ́wàá Dhul Hijjah sí ọjọ́ tó dáa jù láyé, tó yẹ pé Yawmul Arafah, ọjọ́ àràfá tó wà ńbẹ̀ jẹ́ ọjọ́ pàtàkì.
We have to imbibe that prayer in all our children. They should try to learn. Even if they can't fast for the first 10 days, we should make sure everybody fasts for Arafah Day. It's very, very important, because they say the reward for Arafah is forgiveness for that year and the previous year and the next year to come. So may Allah make it easy for everybody to fast. I even implore, if we women, if we can start fasting from the 1st till the 9th, and the first, and I say in the morning, they used to say it's 10, because on the 10th, that's on the Eid al-Kabir day, we are going to fast to Eid. When we come back, we open, so that makes it the 10th. So we should make sure, anywhere we are, our askar, we should be doing our askar wherever you are cooking, your askar, you should be doing your askar wherever you are walking in the market, your askar, especially on the Yawm al-Arafah day. They say we should be doing La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu lahul mulk wa lahul hamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir.
One of the reasons that made these days so virtuous and so unique is the presence of the 9th day, which is referred to as Yawm al-Arafah, the day of Arafah. It is the best day. That singular day is regarded as the best day of the year. As Laylatul Qadr is regarded as the best night of the year, Yawm al-Arafah takes the best day of the year. This is the day Allah emancipates people from hell. This is the day that fasting on that day expiates sins of 2 years, as said by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Let's enjoy this happy day. Eid Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate.
It's a few days to this year's Eid al-Adha. While many children eagerly await new clothes and warm meals with family members, some are silently waiting for hope. In Nigeria, over 18 million children have lost one or both parents. They face poverty, hunger, and uncertainty every day. These orphans are not just numbers, they are lives waiting for compassion from you and I. With your donation this Eid, you can bring light into their lives. With just 10,000 naira, you can feed and clothe an orphan, giving them a chance to smile. A meal, a new dress, a smile, and a reason to believe in tomorrow and humanity, courtesy of you. Eid is a time of sacrifice, love, and of sharing what we have with those who have not. During this Eid al-Adha, don't let them be forgotten. Let your giving be their celebration. Because when you give to an orphan, you give to Allah.
Kindly donate a minimum of 10,000 naira to Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation to feed, clothe, and orphan.
Be the reason why the orphans smile.
Ames Media Company Limited presents a variety TV program to commemorate 2025/1446 AH first 10 days of Dhul, Hijjah and Arafah special.
10th of it, they are so special that we're encouraged to do a lot of good deeds.
We need to be psychologically prepared.
How best do we celebrate the biggest festival in Islam known as Eid al-Adha or Ileya beyond the sacrificial animal?
To help those in need.
It is participatory as you have an opportunity to interact with us via our quiz segment. The first 10 days in Dhul Hijjah affords you another opportunity to collaborate with us on this innovative and unique program. The program will be broadcast on WAP TV at 6:30 p.m. every day from 28th of May to 6th of June 2025, except 1st of June 2025 at 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. For sponsorship and partnership details, we wish the pilgrims an accepted Hajj while wishing all Eid Mubarak in advance.
You're welcome back. The program is the first 10 days in Zulhijjah and we are focusing on volunteering fasts. And I have here with us in the studio Dr. Mustafa Bello, who is a senior lecturer, Department of Religious and Peace Studies, Lagos State University. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for giving us all this information. Now, volunteering fasting as it concerns the first 10 days in Zulhijjah. What's the feedback like on the program?
Well, if you check on a YouTube channel, you will see that people are watching, and of course, I'm sure the patronage this year will be higher than what they had last year. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Now, voluntary fast, is it true that people call it tatawa?
Yes, tatawa. What's tatawa?
Tatawa is what you do out of your own free volition.
Okay, voluntary.
It's from a verse in Surah Al-Baqarah, what I was talking about fasting itself.
Okay.
Okay. If you do anything, any other extraordinary thing apart from the normal Ramadan fasting, it's for you. It's for you. So and that's why the word is coined tatawa.
Tatawa.
The free volition fasting that you do yourself.
What's the merit of taking part in voluntary fasting?
There are what we call even medical benefits. From the point of view of the Islam, it's expected that the third of the month, a Muslim should devote it for fasting. If you have 30 days in a month, a third of it, meaning that if you fast, if you if you emulate the Prophet, you fast on Mondays and Thursdays. So if you have 4 weeks in a month, that's about 8 times that you have to fast. Then if you had the 13th, 14th, 15th, Ayyam al-Bid, 3 days added to 8th, that would be 11. So if you take 11 days out of 30, that's about a third of a whole month. And that's a whole that you require for you as a Muslim to be healthy. So you rest your bowel for those 11 days, and so that at least you can heal up and assist. And even medical experts have said it. The fasting has a way of healing up the process of toxic and metabolism in our body. So that is the medical aspect. But spiritually too, you are also, because when you are fasting, it's not just about the physical limbs or that is fasting, you're also fasting morally. It means that you are be far away from sin. So you are becoming a better human being, morally and spiritually. These are the benefits.
Interesting. And you know that in Ramadan, when you miss Ramadan, you have to pay back. But voluntary fasting, you don't have to pay back.
Don't have to.
That's why it's voluntary.
It's voluntary.
Okay.
And the rules of engagement sometimes is a little bit different. For instance, in Tatawa, that is where you do voluntary fasting. You can start the voluntary fasting any time of the day. Let me say it this way. For instance, you don't have intention of fasting tomorrow, and you woke up, you discover that you don't have anything to eat. That is one. Or two, maybe by around 1, you have not taken any meal since morning, and you just decided, oh, I want to turn into fasting.
Are you serious?
It is allowed, yeah.
But they said that before you fast, you must have intention.
Compulsory fasting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Any time of the day when you have not taken anything, whether water or anything, and you've now felt that, look, since I've not taken anything since 12 noon, why not fast? You can start fasting. It's allowed in Islam.
What's the wisdom behind people wanting to get married and they are not able to afford it? They are encouraged to go into fasting.
Well, it's an hadith of the Prophet that a young person should get married as quickly as possible. But for those who cannot afford it, they should fast. Fast will reduce your propensity towards having the urge for the other gender. It's not a solution. It's not a replacement for marriage, but it said that within the period that you are still waiting to get married, you can, as it were, because when you fast, you lower your gaze.
Yes.
When you fast, you don't think about things like that. So that is the wisdom behind. You have to, fast if you are due for marriage, and yet you are not. You don't have the wherewithal to get married. You can stay away from sin by fasting. Okay.
Earlier on you talked about the 1/3 of the month, but you remember that hadith where Sahaba went to the Rasul and said that, why can't I just be fasting all through?
I think it was a conversation of some Muslims that the Prophet had, and one of them said, he was so ardent in faith, and he said, I would have loved to fast throughout the day and even wake up throughout the night and keep my night in servitude to Allah, keep awake throughout the night. Yes. And the Prophet had. And the Prophet said, I called them, did I hear you saying this? He said, yes. No, you can't do that, because all parts of your body have rights over you. Even your eyes have rights over you. And I'm your prophet. I fast, I break it. I eat, and I even cohabit with my wives. So it is not, Islam is a marriage between what we call spirituality and the mundane. There are times you need to eat, because if you don't eat properly, you will not have the energy, and you also not grow properly, and also you need it. Food itself is medicine. So you eat at the appropriate. That's why there is this just 1/3 and it's spaced 2 days in a week. So the other 5 days you can eat
whatever you like.
Halal, lawful things. And in the third, what they call ayam bid, the 13th, 14th, 15th of every month, you keep it up in fasting.
Okay. Most people are more conversant with the Monday and Thursdays, but the 13, 14, 15, because now we are raising awareness on the lunar month.
Yes.
People are not really very familiar with that. We'll be talking more on that. It's still the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. Our series is on. It's day 7, and today we are focusing on voluntary fasting. Are you one of those out of spirituality? You just want to get closer to Allah. You partake in voluntary fasting. This is our conversation. Let's go for a short break. Let's appreciate Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation for partnering with us. We're about to bring you the concluding parts of this program.
Let's enjoy this happy day. Eid Mubarak, come on, let's celebrate.
It's a few days to this year's Eid al-Adha. While many children eagerly await new clothes and warm meals with family members, some are silently waiting for hope. In Nigeria, over 18 million children have lost one or both parents. They face poverty, hunger, and uncertainty every day. These orphans are not just numbers, they are lives waiting for compassion from you and I. With your donation this Eid, you can bring light into their lives. With just 10,000 naira, you can feed and clothe an orphan, giving them a chance to smile. A meal, a new dress, a smile, and a reason to believe in tomorrow and humanity, courtesy of you. Eid is a time of sacrifice, love, and of sharing what we have with those who have not. During this Eid al-Adha, don't let them be forgotten. Let your giving be their celebration. Because when you give to an orphan, you give to Allah.
Kindly donate a minimum of 10,000 naira to Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation to feed, clothe, and orphan.
Be the reason why the orphans smile.
Ames Media Company Limited presents a variety TV program to commemorate 2025/1446 AH first 10 days of Dhul, Hijjah and Arafah special.
10th of it, they are so special that we're encouraged to do a lot of good deeds.
We need to be psychologically prepared.
How best do we celebrate the biggest festival in Islam known as Eid al-Adha or Ileya beyond the sacrificial animal?
To help those in need.
It is participatory as you have an opportunity to interact with us via our quiz segments. The first 10 days in Dhul Hijjah affords you another opportunity to collaborate with us on this innovative and unique program. The program will be broadcast on WAP TV at 6:30 p.m. every day from 28th of May to 6th of June 2025, except 1st of June 2025 at 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. For sponsorship and partnership details, we wish the pilgrims an accepted Hajj while wishing all Eid Mubarak in advance.
You're welcome back. The program is first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. You're waiting for my questions in it. Don't worry, I'll bring it to you. We have all the bags of rice for you to take away. You know that's the fastest finger, you know. So I was talking about 14, 15.
13, 14, 15.
13, 14, 15. We are still not very conversant with that, you know, because we know Monday, Thursday is something that we are. How can we further raise our awareness and consciousness on it so that we can partake in it?
Well, we can do more. But I want to say that there are organizations who are doing it. There are different platforms that people share information. And unlike in the past, where the concern of the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs is only the Ramadan, but these days it has gone to all the months. Just a few days ago, when we started Dhul Hijjah, it was announced, even on social media, on all
major
major platforms, that today is the first day of Dhul Hijjah. So it is done virtually every month now. I think Muslims who are conscious will also be out to ask and demand to know when it's 13th, 14th, 15th of every month, and these are the times I can get closer to Allah, because it's what you do. It's like an extra thing. If you do it, you earn extra reward from Allah. It is not compulsory. If you don't do it, there is no blame on you. But if you do it, you earn the reward for yourself.
Okay. While we are gradually rounding off, I need you to, as we're talking about voluntary fasting, one of the major ones that really qualify, apart from the season we are in now, is also Sita Shawwal, which is the sixth fasting after the month of Ramadan, inside Shawwal. What's the merit of that?
The merit is that if you look at it, it's the same thing. You know, where the Quran says, "Man ja'a bil hasanati falahu ashru amsalha." If you do one good deed, you have 10 rewards of the like thereof. If you look at the fact that you fast in Ramadan 29 or 30 days, and you add 6 to it, and we have about 360 days in a year, thereabout, between 250 and 60. You have fasted for about 10% of a month. Of a year.
Okay.
So you are going to get a reward of somebody who has fasted for a whole year. That is the mathematics. If you fast for Ramadan 29 or 30, you had 6 to eat, that's about 35 or 36 days. So the reward is that like you have fasted for a whole year by the fact of that Quranic verse and the hadith of the Prophet, that when you fast in Ramadan and you had 6 days in Shawwal to eat, it is like equivalent of fasting for a whole year.
How magnanimous. You fast in Ramadan, you fast 6 days in Shawwal, just 6 days, oh. You get the benefit of somebody who has fasted for the entire year. How beautiful. Now, doctor, let's begin to round off. Your counsel. Some people believe that we are not in a multi-religious, we are in a multi-religious society. Why should I bother myself engaging in this fasting? And I mean, one must enjoy now. I mean, why should I be fasting all the time?
I also hear people all the time, particularly on social media, people complain of lack of the economy. People complain of different problems that are plaguing their lives. People are in marriages who are having, traumatic marriages, toxic marriage. People are in employment who are people complain generally. And I'm sure even if government is so responsive, they cannot meet all our needs. The only person, the only being that can meet all our needs is Allah. And that's the God that I say you should commune with in those days. So for me, it's about you. If you love yourself, you must take fasting as one of the surest means of communicating, of coming, closer to your God. And we should also not forget, we're in that season too now. Since on the 1st, some Muslims have been fasting. For those of us who are lazy, who have not joined them, at least prepare for the night of Dhul Hijjah,
which is the
Arafat day. There shouldn't be an excuse for anybody not to fast if you have not started. And if you have not started because you don't know, you can start today or you start tomorrow. You can fast for 3 days in Dhul Hijjah. And you also have the compliment or the reward for the days you have fasted.
Attention is what is required. Sincere one at that. Jazakumullah khairan for coming again on the program. First 10 days in Dhul Hijjah. That's our conversation today. We have been taking a look at the voluntary fasting, the way it is in Islam. I mean, how kind and magnanimous Allah can be. Several ways where you can earn reward, can get closer to Him, and stay away from a lot of fitna in the society. Because when you are in a state of fasting, you're in a state of purity, and your mind will not wander. Let's do this again tomorrow again, and we shall bring you another edition. First 10 days in Dhul Hijjah. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.